Alright, welcome back. So we just ran this code to run our first program. Now before we continue, you're going to be like, well, that's what you said in the beginner series. This series seems to be going just like the beginner series. No, I'm not remaking this, I promise. Okay? So, do you need to watch the beginner series before you watch this series? Absolutely not. Now, in this series, we're going to be covering more stuff and a little bit more in depth. So, you can think of the beginner series as just a kind of an overview of this series, a half of an overview of this series, but we're going to be covering things in more in depth. All right, continuing onward. So we have all this mess. Okay, we're going to ignore everything above right here. Everything, all this that I have highlighted, all this blue, is going to be ignored for right now. All right. All we need to know that this is what's required to set up our program. We're only going to focus on the stuff that is in these braces. Notice that when I put my cursor next to this brace, the corresponding brace lights up. We're going to focus on everything in between here. Okay? And that is this statement right here. This whole thing, right? It basically prints, let's go ahead and run this again. It prints welcome to the console. Now, if we ran this the old school way, we would see console, or I'm sorry, we would see welcome written right here if we ran this program, but I don't have it ready for that yet. And I'm not going to do it in the series. So, this is a program statement. Okay, so what is a program statement? It's basically a statement that ends in a semicolon. Okay? So, the only one that we have in these braces is just this one right here, right? Program statements can create variables. They can alter the values of variables. They can, print some variables to the console. They can call actions. There's a variety of things they do. They come in many different shapes and sizes. But right now we're only focusing on the one that just prints a line to the screen. Let's go ahead and make another program statement. I'm just going to copy and paste this syntax and make another one. This is the next series. Alright, and I can type in almost whatever I want. We're going to go over exceptions in the next couple videos of what you can and cannot type in. Okay, so we have now 2 program statements in these braces that are going to get executed. Okay, so when we click this run button, the compiler will turn this file into an executable program. Then the program is going to execute one line at a time in the order it sees. So it's going to execute this one first. Since this one gets executed, and of course it does, it prints it to the screen. And then on the next line, it'll print this one. It'll print this text. And then if there's no more program statements, it's going to exit. And then the program just dies. You don't get a chance to click log off, close program. There's no X right here. It just dies instantly. It's alive for less than a second, and then it dies. When I run this, it's alive, then it dies. So that's essentially what a program statement is. And right now, we're going to be focused on the ones that print lines for the next 2 or 3 videos, or however many it is necessary. And let's pick up on this more in the next video. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you want to copy and paste the code, there's a link in the description to my website. I'll have all the code ready to copy and paste so you can execute. And I'm going to try to squeeze in the download files in the near future so you can download them. And we'll talk about how to import and export projects in a utility video. Not in this series, but I'll share it in the descriptions and when the time is necessary. Thank you for watching. We're going to pick up more on strings. Oh, this one.